Hey, what's going on, everybody? Rick and Nikki here with you to share some theme park news with you.
Let's catch you up on what's been happening. Universal has announced another house for Halloween Horror Nights.
A haunted house at that.
Yes.
HHN will now feature the Horrors of Blumhouse, which will be themed to the movies The Black Phone and Freaky.
The Black Phone is a movie that just released into theaters, and Freaky came out in 2020.
In the press release announcing this house, it was also announced that frequent fear passes for the Orlando event will be coming soon. And as soon as we get that official information on the frequent fear passes, we will let you know. I know Nikki and I are very much looking forward to getting that.
Yes.
We bought we bought tickets for the opening night. And so what we're going to do is when the announced frequent fear is, we'll turn those in and have that money go towards the frequent fear.
Correct.
Nikki was just afraid of missing out on opening night.
Yeah, it happens every year. I do the same thing every year. The only other thing, too, is like the second night or the second weekend, we have family night.
Yes.
So that was my other big worry. I haven't purchased those yet, just for the kids.
Well, to be truthful, we live in fear that one day Universal will discontinue frequent fear.
That's a constant fear.
We're frequently feared about that.
I see what you did there.
The Williams of Hollywood prop shop at Universal Orlando is scheduled to permanently close.
The shop, which opened in 2015, currently sells vintage items, including props and set pieces from former attractions.
Universal said the prop shop is closing to, quote-unquote, make way for a new retail experience. More information will be released in the coming months. So it's closing, but it's not closing. The prop shop aspect of it is closing.
Right. I always enjoyed walking through it. It almost felt like a little bit of a museum in a way.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think I've really ever purchased anything from there except for maybe I think we bought some vintage trading cards. Remember that were like Jaws? And,
oh yeah. No, that was the bubble gum.
Yeah.
That we couldn't eat the bubble gum, but we got the cards.
Right. Exactly. So.
And a lot of the stuff in there is very pricey.
It really is.
But I am curious to see what comes in, what type of new retail experience comes in there.
Yeah.
Something to look forward to.
Disney World announced this week the dates for the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party.
On Thursday, Disney revealed the dates for the After Hours event, which will run on select nights between November 8th and December 22nd.
The separately ticketed event will include a lineup of festive activities and offerings like stage shows, fireworks, a parade, and complimentary cookies and cocoa.
Holiday overlays will be added to several attractions, including the Jungle Cruise, Space Mountain, the Tomorrowland Speedway, Monsters Incorporated Laugh Floor, and the Mad Tea Party. Tickets for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party will go on sale starting July 7th, and pricing will range from $149 to $199 per person. Now, this used to be, this Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, a family event for us.
Oh, for years. I mean, when the kids were really, really little, we went every year with my mom and dad and as a great big family thing.
Yeah. I think once the pandemic hit and it kind of got a little off schedule, we stopped going. Mm-hmm. I don't know if we're going to go back to that. We've sort of switched over to doing the Orlando Informer meetup during Christmas time.
Yep.
So that sort of has become our new family tradition. Though we may occasionally, I think, if not this year, just for nostalgia's sake, go back to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas.
Right. Well, I mean, we just went to Disneyland and it was so wonderful. I'm kind of in that Disney type of mood, so it wouldn't surprise me if I was looking at the prices just now and I'm like,
Oh, for a pass?
No, to go.
For this.
To go to this.
Because
I don't have a pass. Sometimes I might want to invest in the little events instead of the annual pass.
Although you did, when you got back from your Disneyland trip, you were asking about a pass again.
I was. I had such a blast at Disneyland.
And they are selling one annual pass right now.
They are.
I think it's Pixie Dust.
Okay.
I can't remember the names of them. But the lowest level one, which is like a Monday through Friday pass.
Right.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I don't think we're going this year. to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, but I don't think we're going to leave it forever.
Right. We'll be back. Maybe this year.
And speaking of special events, Universal Orlando will be having a special event for the 4th of July, Independence Day.
Festivities will include live music, character meet and greets, and fireworks.
The event will start at 5 p.m. on Monday, July 4th, and run to park closing, and it will take place at the Universal Studios Music Plaza. The fireworks will start at 9 p.m. And yes, I am planning to live stream the event, so make sure you are subscribed to the channel and you have that bell notification button clicked so you know when I go live.
The 4th of July festivities are all included with the price of admission.
For more information, visit universalorlando.com. And if you cannot make it to the event, please tune into the live stream. They're a hoot and a half. You never know what's going to happen.
That's true. Who knows what ridiculous things might occur?
Maybe an incident. You never know with me.
I hope not.
Have we decided if you're going?
Oh, I don't know. Winnie, our dog, is like really, really scared of fireworks. So
if not, I'll be there unhinged, unchecked by Nikki.
Oh no.
SeaWorld adds a concert series to its Electric Ocean event.
The concerts will be held Saturday and Sunday from July 9th through August 7th. Performers include Fuel, Blue Oyster Cult, the Jefferson Starship, and performances are included with park admission.
For more information, visit SeaWorldOrlando.com. For me, I took note of this because every time I see Blue Oyster Cult,
okay,
I think of the movie. Do you know what movie I think of? Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
There's
a scene in there about that.
Okay.
So,
gotcha.
I don't know. That's the only thing. I never like listened to them. Mm-hmm. I don't really know their songs other than the one like the scalper sings to the other student trying to convince her to buy the tickets.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. So. That's a good scene. This is hilarious. This next segment.
And now it's time for story time with Aunt Nikki.
Aww.
So Nikki went on her California vacation.
Adventure.
It was an adventure for you.
Right.
With our two girls,
mm-hmm.
Caitlin and Courtney.
Right.
You are working on some vlogs, 1 to 2 to 3 vlogs, I think.
At least just
Couple?
2. I think
Okay.
2, yeah.
And maybe some 60-second videos?
A bunch of 60-second videos, and I'll explain why.
Okay. Now, is this going to be like for Rix Flix or for the Road Trip channel? What are these videos for?
So the 2 vlogs that I shot
At Disney World?
at Disneyland.
Oh, my bad.
Get it right, boy. No, so one is like a travel like video, and then so it does the plane flight and
mm-hmm.
Downtown Disney and in California
and the hotel
okay, and the resort. So yeah, and then the next one is actually our first visit to Disneyland.
Okay.
Yeah, so we did all the rides that differ from Disneyland and Disney World, and we talked about all that good stuff. So after that, though, my girls kind of asked me to be a little bit more dialed in to the vacation. Yeah. So and they did it very sweetly. Mm-hmm. So I decided that I would do a bunch of like B-roll footage shot with my iPhone of mm-hmm. all things, so I could be a little bit more carefree
with the kids and stuff.
But yeah, I wanted to be a little bit more engaged with the kids. They requested it, and we're actually we did the whole vacation in my mom's honor. You guys know that my mom passed away recently, and this was some of the things that she'd always hoped that we could bring our girls to do.
Yes,
so we did
took her ashes out to California, where she was from.
Right, and we where we kind of buried her with my brother, and who's buried in California. Mm-hmm. So anyway, it was a beautiful, like amazing, like epic trip.
Anything you want to share? Any thoughts like right away? Like any like first impressions? I mean, not first impressions because you grew up there, but it's been a while since you've been back. Like the differences between like Disneyland and Disney World and California and Florida and all that stuff.
Honestly, we really, really loved the low-key atmosphere of Disneyland for sure. Disney Genie Plus worked like a dream. The lightning lanes were perfect.
And you concentrated on attractions or rides that are Disneyland that you cannot do in Disney World, right?
Yes. So, you know,
there's
like
a lot of them.
Yeah. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, and I have a hair.
Because you left your hair dryer.
I left my hair.
California,
Yes,
so
I
you
left
had to
my
use a
hair dryer
backup
in
one.
San Jose. So, like,
Maybe you
I
had
was
better-
I was scrambling for a hair
You
dryer
have
today.
better luck with your hair right now if you brought home your actual hair dryer and not use the emergency one.
Exactly. But no, like, so Disney Genie Plus was great. We actually got really, really lucky with the lightning lanes and things like that. Loved Disney California Adventure. So if, you know, for us, it was the perfect Disney experience. There was no stress at all, where sometimes at Disney World, we feel a lot more stressed.
You weren't as hot.
Oh, for sure. We had great hair. Oh my gosh. There was like no humidity and we weren't sweating. And it was just perfect. I mean, it was like Florida, like winter.
What was your favorite ride?
California. So the Guardians of the Galaxy
really?
Mission Breakout was
The
fantastic.
what is for us is the Tower of Terror.
Right.
Okay.
I love that Guardians
That's
ride.
too, I know it's like different than ours, but similar but different, both a lot of fun. But how about something really different, like the Matterhorn or something that we do not have here? What was your favorite one?
Well,
like the Pixar Pier roller coaster thing or something?
Okay, so that was Caitlin's. Caitlin loved the Incredicoaster, which is shocking because she does not like roller coasters at all. I would say probably the Matterhorn was like really rough. It was I have bruises like all on my arms.
Is that
and
an
stuff.
original ride?
Yes, it is.
I know you rode that as a kid. That was like your first like roller coaster, wasn't it?
It was. That is the roller coaster that or attraction.
Yeah.
Let's get it right. That made me fall in love with roller coasters.
It's not a roller
for sure.
coaster? I don't know anything about it.
You know, Disney calls it attractions.
Okay.
They don't call it coasters and, dark rides.
But for real, is it a roller coaster?
Yeah,
Is it on a track and
Yeah, it was one of the very first steel, like coaster type attractions out there. Disney was the first one to do it. As far as I
don't know
remember,
anything about it.
that's what I was told.
I think I'm going to California in the beginning or early 2023.
We.
I guess. I mean, you went without me. I'll go without you.
What the heck? Oh my gosh! But no, I like fantastic time. And then so we toured around parts of California as well. So we did San Francisco.
First part of the vacation for you was Disneyland
Anaheim.
and California Adventure, and then the rest was like family related and sort of a real California adventure, not the theme park.
Yeah, so we went to San Francisco, and I did a bunch of research, and it was funny because like they had me freaked out that it was just like lawlessness. It's the Wild West out there, and really we went
Stepping over homeless.
Yeah, exactly. It was easy, and we totally felt safe, but we didn't take any chances either. We were smart. So.
I just have to say though, as far as the videos you produce are going to be, you said Travel Day and like Disneyland, the 60-second videos are going to be like the rest of the vacation.
Yes.
Like the California stuff, the redwoods and all.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, we went wine tasting in California. We did the redwoods. We did these cliff beaches. We did Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk and San Francisco and parts of San Jose. And we did the
redwoods.
The Winchester Mystery House.
Yeah.
So all great stuff. Yeah. But unfortunately, because of situations, I pretty much left it to the 60-second videos. So you'll get an idea of kind of what we did.
You also went to your old childhood home.
I did.
In your old elementary school.
I did, and I showed the girls like this is the creek that I used to walk across. So no,
this is the school I went to where I walked uphill both ways.
The first boy that like ever had a crush on me, so I got to share all those like fun little stories.
I didn't hear about this part.
No, I haven't shared that with you, but you didn't come.
Did you talk to him, or just like his house or something?
No, it's just like that's the school, where
All right.
What happened? He was like a little surfer boy too.
Oh, I bet.
So.
All right. Anything else you want to share, or should we just wait for your couple videos and your 60 seconds? This is kind of your time to talk about the stuff like you didn't really film. So.
Right. No, I think we got it
really
covered.
enjoyed
I mean,
it
was phenomenal. It was great to see like extended family, like all my cousins and stuff. So we have a redheaded daughter, and she's always felt like, I guess, the oddball in the family because she's the only one with red hair. And
here in Florida,
in California, I have a sea of cousins and their kids that have red hair. So she was like, finally, my people.
Yeah. And I have a bunch of cousins with red hair too.
Yeah, that's true.
But there's no one in my immediate family. Her aunts and uncles on my side of the family know.
So it was really cool to hang out with family. Too.
I lost my train of thought. I had a good thought and I lost it.
Oh,
you I found it.
Oh, you
found it.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
I had to take a break and find it.
Hopped back in.
Yeah, you sent some pictures, and I thought you were at Universal Orlando because you were right there with the Fisherman Wharf sign.
Yes.
I was looking for Murph in the background or something.
I know. We saw the original. Yeah. Honestly, the one at Universal Studios is way better taken care of.
It's cleaner?
It's cleaner, and the ropes are all still attached. Like, there's like ropes, like, all around there falling off of it in the real life.
You had the famous, like, clam chowder and, like, a sourdough bread bowl or something.
Yeah, but the thing is, I hate to say, okay, so the bread was phenomenal. I don't know if it's the fog that comes in that helps the yeast or, whatever, like, rise. Oh my gosh, the sourdough bread's amazing in San Francisco. But really, so Monterey had the better clam chowder.
Oh, wow.
Heaven forbid, yes. The again,
Scandalous.
family members took us to the wharf over by the Monterey Bay Aquarium, and holy cow, that clam chowder was amazing.
Oh,
Literally,
good.
they need to can it or bottle it or jar it and send it to me weekly because I loved it.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time. We look forward to a couple of those videos and 60-second videos, whether or not they're going to be on this channel or Rix Road Trips. Mm-hmm. I think maybe the Disneyland should be on RixFlix.
Oh, for sure, because it's a
maybe the travel
park.
day on the road trip. I don't know.
Well, I mean, because it's Disneyland, I'm in downtown Disney and a Disney hotel. I do give some like cool information,
we'll figure that
about
out.
that.
We'll
so
figure it out.
yeah.
Now it's time for shout outs.
Shout outs. Uh-oh, do you have a big old list for me?
Well, I have as far as new like supporters, we only have one.
Okay.
That's Deborah Ball as a supporter.
Thank you.
But we have some super thanks.
Ooh.
That's where, if you watch a video, there's a little like a heart symbol with like a $sign on it. I think that is called like the super thanks.
Is it new?
It's fairly new.
Okay.
It's fairly. And here are the people who left me a super thanks.
Hey, some of these are very familiar names.
I'll let you read the names.
Okay, so.
Thank you for the super thanks.
Yes, super thanks for the super thanks.
So you can just read the names there.
Okay, so Mike Dittenberg, Selena Weinstein.
I would say Weinstein.
Okay, Selena Weinstein, the Thompson family, Tink Disney, Deanna Aldridge. Did I say that right?
Looks right.
Okay.
Sounded right.
Donald Mack and wife Shanna.
Killer Man from Earth.
I know the name, but
it's all like lowercase.
And it's all smashed together.
Yes.
It's awesome. Linda Hilker, Bad Guy 900.
No, Bay Guy.
Oh!
Bay Guy 900. He might be a bad guy too, but
nah, he's probably a good guy. He's a good guy with us if with the super thanks.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Lastly, TMM.
TMM.
Thank you for the super thanks. Yeah. And I guess we can move on to questions and answers.
Okay.
So happy to have you with me, Nikki, to read the questions.
So did you miss me?
I did miss you. I did. I
got a couple messages saying that Rick's not himself.
Well, I was...
Oh,
I missed you. It was lonely.
I missed you too, though. I wish you were there, especially for the vlogging portion. We would have vlogged so much more.
Happy to have you back.
Oh.
Also, to read the questions. Start reading.
Of course, just because he wants me to do things. All right. The first one is from Mark. Do you think Universal will... The first one is from Mark. Do you think Universal will release the 2 or 1 Halloween Horror Nights offer?
2 for 1.
2. Let me do it one more time because I suck at reading. First one is from Mark.
Take 3, by the way. Glad to have you back. You're doing awesome. I'm kidding. Anyway, back to take 3 from Mark.
If you keep pushing it, I will read them at all. Uh-oh. All right, here we go. Ready?
Yes.
Number 1 is from Mark. Do you think Universal will release the 2 for 1 Halloween Horror Nights offer?
They are getting ready to release more packages. Whether or not they do the 2 for 1 Halloween Horror Nights offer this year, I am unsure. But they are, pretty soon, will be releasing additional Halloween Horror Nights packages, such as the frequent fear passes.
Okay.
So the answer is I don't know, but they are getting ready to release different types of packages.
Okay. Number 2 is from Anna. Hello, this will be my first time attending HHN this September. Oh, so exciting. Let's see. I will be going multiple nights and was wondering if I buy a single night ticket, can I later, when the multi-night passes are released, upgrade to those? Hoping to run into you guys at the event.
Yes, you can upgrade. Like, that's what we did.
Mm-hmm. That's what we do every year.
Yeah, we always, as soon as tickets go on sale, we purchase single night tickets for opening night. Mm-hmm. And then later on, when they release the other options, such as frequent fear, we buy those. We just turn in the single night, and that cost of that is applied to the multi-night. So no big deal.
Yep.
Easy peasy.
Lemon squeeze.
Question number 3 is from Craig.
All right. This one's from Craig. Hey, Rick and Nikki, my wife and I love watching your videos. Oh, thank you, Craig. We are taking our kids to Universal 823 through 829 and are wondering if you know if the HHN construction will interfere with our trip.
It will not. They do that all like behind the scenes, and any type of scare zone that is within like the park itself, they do at night, and a lot of that stuff can be rolled in and rolled out. And if it's something like too gross or scary, they cover it up with a tarp. So the construction and the prep for HHN will not affect daytime park guests whatsoever.
Okay. But wait a second.
What?
I do have a wonder though.
Okay.
If now they haven't released this, but if they put a house in Fast and Furious, how is it going to affect that? Because they need construction time for that, and it's supposed to be in part of the queue or no?
Yeah, I think it's in
area?
like part of the queue and that whole section that they can like divert people
around it.
I think now I don't know.
No, we don't know for sure.
I anticipate that attraction to stay open because there's so much of the queue and bits and pieces there that can be used that's really not used anyway.
Okay. So that's the only caveat.
That's a good point. No, that's a fair thought, and thanks for bringing that to our attention. But I think they can arrange things to keep the attraction moving.
Gotcha.
Never mind. I was going to be snarky about F&F, but I'm checking myself. I checked myself.
Okay. All right. Number 4 is from Destiny. Hey, Rick and Nikki. Me and my husband will be going to Universal and staying at Cabana Bay next October for our anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. I have heard of the show at the Hogwarts Castle. Are there any other night shows at Universal?
Well, you are correct. At Islands of Adventure, they have the Hogwarts Castle show. A couple different types throughout the year. They have the
dark arts one in October.
Yeah, I think that'll be happening in October.
And they might
Christmas time they have a Christmas one,
right.
And then they have a standard one for the rest of the year at Islands of Adventure Hogwarts Castle.
Right, and who knows? They might even bring back the Death Eaters this year. That would be awesome. That was always like a cool interaction.
Yeah.
Now
at Studios
in October.
Studios does have a fountain show at night near park closing.
Right.
But since you're going in October, I don't know if they would be having that.
Right, just because HHN starts before dark. So that's the only other thing.
So during Halloween Horror Nights, there will be a special Halloween Horror Nights fountain show at the Lagoon. I don't know on non-Halloween Horror Nights if they continue to have the other show.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So, because HHN doesn't happen every single night of the week.
Right.
There are certain nights that it's off. So, on those off nights, are they going to do the Lagoon show?
I don't know. It's a possibility. I kind of think they wouldn't. I don't know the process of switching over the shows. Like, okay, today we're doing this other show. If it's just like pressing some keyboard buttons.
Right. And are they doing a Lagoon show for HHN this year?
Yes.
Oh, they are? Yes. Okay, then I would say it's probably likely that they won't have that on off days.
The cinematic spectacular fountain show, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I would.
Highly unlikely.
Yeah.
But double check when you're there.
For sure.
Question number 5 from Becca.
All right, Becca asks, will Universal Orlando and SeaWorld get very busy during the summer?
They will be busy. Before I came into the studio, and I had this question prepped, I did go to the Orlando Informer crowd calendar. They have Universal Orlando as a busy status, which it does. I think there's a status above that, very busy. Okay. So they have it as busy for July and August. I think there was just only one day they classified as very busy.
July 4th?
Actually, I can't even remember.
No.
I didn't even check. I just saw that it was one day that's very busy. And then starting in September, they have it as slow. So what you want to do is go to orlandoinformer.com, click on their crowd calendar. They'll explain like what slow means, what busy means, what very busy means, with like the kind of equate it with some like wait times.
Right.
Like if it's busy, that means you could, for a popular ride, it'd be like a 60-minute wait. If it's very busy, you can expect a 120-minute wait. Stuff like that. I don't have it memorized. Go check that out yourself.
Okay, well, see, here's the weird thing, too. Okay, so the past couple of days, we've had, like, a heat index warning where it's been, like, 109 in the shade.
Very hot.
Is what it feels like, according to the Weather Channel. Anyway, so Thursday was super busy, and then Friday was completely, like, it wasn't dead, but it was so much
It was
slower.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So for everything that you can predict, there's still an ebb and flow between the days. So if you're going multiple days, you'll have some days, I'm sure, that even though it says it's busy the whole time, it'll ebb and flow.
But the crowd calendar would give you an idea of
Yeah.
what to expect. And the thing is with Orlando Informer is they're like authorized sellers of
Tickets
the
and
tickets.
stuff.
So they have ticketing information.
Right.
So they know like when Universal has sold a lot of tickets and they've allocated a small amount for them because it's busy or not busy. So they kind of have some insider information with that crowd calendar.
That makes sense then.
Now,
That seems very
SeaWorld.
reliable.
SeaWorld, it doesn't get as busy. Every time I've been to SeaWorld, like especially for the rides, they have like 6 or 7 rides there. It's never like a long wait for the rides, at least in my experience. So I don't expect SeaWorld to be classified as very busy.
Okay.
But I don't have a crowd calendar for that one.
Okay.
That's just my guess.
Although
based on experience.
although Orlando Informer is starting to sell tickets for SeaWorld as well, so I'm sure if they don't have one, it's coming.
Maybe.
It probably would be coming soon, I would imagine. Anyway,
I don't know.
all right.
I'm not speculating on that. That's from Nikki.
Okay. Well, let's get to the last
If
question
you're watching
then.
Taylor, you saw who said that. It's Nikki.
Well, anyway, numbers.
Last question. And who's this from?
Everyone.
It's from everyone. This
Everybody.
is like my most asked question, like very recently. When is the Mummy going to reopen?
You took my line. That was my question. I was supposed to ask it. Okay. So when is it supposed to reopen, Rick? You
don't
were supposed to know.
I don't know.
No.
Universal has not changed their comment of it will reopen late summer.
Right.
We had one outlet reporting that it would open like near July 4th. I don't know if that's true. I've only heard it from that one outlet. We will find out on July 4th if it opened or not. And then I had some viewers, and they had a team member tell them back in May, like late May, it's going to open very soon. It's been a month since they were given that word of very soon, so we're going to discount that and say no. It didn't open very soon. Late summer gives them a lot of wiggle room.
Oh, for sure.
I think technically, according to Mother Nature,
Summer
goes into September?
Yeah.
Like September 20th or something.
And if you talk about the heat and the weather, it goes until November here in Florida.
Yeah. Or if you're talking about just for school,
Yes.
then it's usually summer's over by Labor Day.
Right.
Because for me, summer's always meant like when I'm out of school. Right. So they have a lot of wiggle room. All I can say is stay tuned. I promise you, as soon as I find out that the Mummy has reopened,
He's going to run over and ride it.
I
just hit the microphone. I got so excited.
I'll put it on IG. I may go live. At this point, it's such a popular question and people want to know. I just may go live announcing the Mummy has reopened.
We'll see.
I wish I could be more help.
Well, I will tell you. So
I have no insider information.
That's the end of like the news and stuff. But I will say I'm really excited about Universal doing something for the 4th of July.
Yeah.
I think this is a first.
Well,
in terms of like them announcing that it's going to be a thing.
At least for a long time.
Right.
For like 5 years or more.
Right.
So
with live music and things
it'd be fun.
like that.
I'm gonna live stream it. I'll bring you guys with me. I don't think we have any 4th of July type candles to make it a 4D event.
Well, that's what I was going to say earlier. Like, I don't know, maybe a churro or like a hot dog smell or popcorn or I don't know. We got to look at the candle
I was about
thing
to say,
and like, look.
I was going to say light a sparkler, but don't do that because you might be watching indoors. So
No,
I'm not going to say light a sparkler. No. I don't know. If you can take me outside with you and watch outside with sparklers. I don't know. But I think we've gone too far. We've gone too far. We've gone too long. You have a lot of editing to do when I give this to you. I'm going to go do a live stream. I have my own
videos.
What? I'm going to have to go live stream and edit this?
Because you're the man.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, say the thing you say.
What do I say again? It's been so long.
Oh, my gosh.
Don't miss the magic. Don't miss the fun.
Thanks for watching Rix Flix. And now, it's time to relax.
Ow, my butt is stuck to the seat.
I'm going to put that. I'm going to keep that in outtakes, that little comment there.
Ow. We talked so long and stuck.
That's going into bloopers.
His name is Rick, her name is Nikki, showing how theme parks are done. Don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun. Hit subscribe.